My friends, in the last video we have installed Android Studio successfully on our operating system. And in this video we are going to show you how you can create a new project with Android Studio. So here if you click on the Android Studio icon, it will show up this window for you because in your case it will be the first time that you have open Android Studio. Now here we have the interface. Here we have on the left we have the previous projects that been created by us on Android Studio, and here we have on the right hand side we have these couple of buttons that will help us to interact with Android Studio. So here we have a couple of buttons. I want you to ignore everything that you can see here except for the first button right here. Of course, later on we will see what we can do with these buttons and so on. But for the time being, let's go ahead and start a new Android Studio project by clicking on here this text right here. I'm going to click on it. This window will pop up. It will ask us for some configuration for our project. So the first thing first, it is asking us where we want to run our application for the watches or the Wear operating system, for the TV and so on. Of course, we are not interested in any of these. We are interested in the phone and tablet because this course will teach you how you can build Android applications for mobile devices. Anyways, after selecting this one right here, we can click here on the empty activity. Now, why the empty activity? Basically, we want to start from scratch, and all the others here, all the other activities that you can see right here, they contain some pre-built functionality and pre-built design. We do not want to do that because you as a beginner, you do not want to start with these types of activities. Anyways, click on the empty activity and click on next. Here it is asking us for a couple of settings that we want to provide. So the first thing first, here we can see our name or the application name. In my case, I'm just gonna go with first app, like so. And here it is asking us for the package name. Package name, it is essentially the unique identifier for your application in the Google Play Store. So it requires something unique. Okay, of course the name cannot be unique because if you search something on the Google Play Store, you will see a couple of results with the exact same name, so that's why it cannot be unique. However, for the package name, it is essentially the reverse domain name for your website plus your application name. So if you have a website, for example, https, for example, abdulwahab.com. Okay, this is my name, https://abdulwahab.com. Okay. Now, in order for us to convert any domain name to a package name, we want to reverse it. Just type com.abdulwahab.your application name. Okay, but if you do not have a website, you can type com.yourname.firstapp. Okay, so this is how you can create your own package name. For example, johndoe.firstapp. Makes sense? This is a combination of the domain and also our application name, so it will be unique. And here we have the path that we want to save our application on. We have the language. I'm gonna go with Kotlin, and also we have the minimum API or application programming interface level, and essentially it is describe how many Android devices will be able to run our application. Now here we have different levels, different versions of Android, and if you have, we choose the first one, which is API 14, and we will see that 100% of the Android devices in the world will be able to run our application. But if we choose the last one, which will be Android Q, you will see that about less than 1% will be able to run our application. Of course, this is something that we want to avoid, because this is not a good benefit for us, especially it is too low number. However, I think the 21 or 19 will be perfect solution for you. Now just keep in mind that the features, some of the features that exist in level 21 does not exist in, for example, the level 16. You need to keep that in mind. Later on we will show you some advanced animations, some these kind of things does not supported in the Android 16. Okay, so when you choose, for example, 21, this is really stable version that supports a lot of features. So that's why I'm gonna go with 21. Even if it supports 85%, I am just fine with this. I'm gonna go ahead and choose this one, leave other options, for example, unchecked. Okay, then I'm gonna click on finish. It will take some seconds to create our first project. So this is how you can see, or as you can see, this is the window that we have, that we will get. Of course, if it just make sure that you have an internet connection, because it is require some stuff to download some binary files and so on. If you do not have an internet connection, it will cause a problem. Just keep that in mind. When you are creating an Android project, you need to have an internet connection, otherwise it will cause a problem. So this is after finishing the creation process. This window, we got this window. Of course, in the next video we are going to explain Android Studio in details, I mean the interface. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next one.